Hello, my name is Bill and welcome to MindYourCrypto. Today I have BINANCE COIN BNB update. Of course, guys, if you want to go to the price analysis quickly, I have the timestamps so you can go there and just see the price prediction. If you have the time through this journey on the video, follow me, guys. I will take it step by step into the technical analysis and I hope you can learn something throughout the video. Also, I would love to if you can hit the like button, subscribe. It helps me so much and without your help I would be nothing, guys. Thank you all. So let's go now to the support levels, and the reason I have these support levels is because I've drawn the Fibonacci retracement from this top 10 May out of this bottom, guys, 22 May, and I wanted to find important resistance levels if we are about to go upwards. Okay, so we followed this pattern, double bottom, almost double bottom, and now we are tend to go upwards. Okay, so right now 274 is actually the support level, but in case Bitcoin goes down to 28k, we might have some lower support levels as well. We will discuss about that later, guys. 418 and 435 are the short-term resistance levels that we want to break through in order to go upwards. Okay, so right now let's see the MACD. The MACD, I don't like when we are having lower lows and lower highs because we are in the 4-hourly frame, and I've always told you in my videos I don't care about the bearish signs here, the bearish cross between the blue line and the orange line, because when the blue line is under the orange line, you know we have a bearish situation. But I don't care on the 4-hour about that, as I care much about having lower lows and lower highs. So right now we are experiencing this trend. We are having lower lows up from 10 May around there, guys. And of course what we need to see is a reversal to the pattern and the blue line going like this afterwards, okay? Because right now we need to see something like this impulsive wave right here or right here, this upside situation for BINANCE COIN. For the time being, we look a bit bearish, but I will tell you what, it can happen, so we can have a swing high. So right now let's go to Binance against USDT in the RSI and the commodity channel index. Right now, as you can see, we have something like this, guys, where we went down on 19th May. Now we are having higher lows, and eventually what I want to see is if we can surpass this high and then not go so much down like the previous time, but we can manage to go somewhere like this and then put the 100, stop at the minus 100, sorry, and then go upwards for the commodity channel index, because the gray zone area here is not an overbought or any oversold situation, but this area here under the gray area, the gray zone, is a oversold situation. Therefore we have a buying opportunity in normal circumstances, because when Bitcoin is dropping, then we can't say that we have a clear buying opportunity, because Bitcoin's crash is so much. Okay, if Bitcoin is stable or Bitcoin goes up, then yeah, this is a great buying opportunity for the short term for the most of the altcoins. So let's go to the RSI. Same here, guys, we are making higher lows. What we want to see is eventually make some higher here pattern where we can stand at 30 or a little bit above, and then we can go upwards as well. This might happen if we see a swing high for the Bitcoin. I will explain later. According to the SSL channel, we still don't have a buying opportunity. The red line is above the green line as well. Let's go to BINANCE COIN against USDT. You can see here when we are having a bearish market, we are approaching the bottom line and we continue to go across the bottom line. When we are having a very good impulsive wave, we are having something like this where we go up upon the top line. Okay, so right now in this very bearish moment, we are going down the on the bottom trend line, Bollinger bands, and of course you can see if we extend the bottom line of the Bollinger bands, we usually have a buying opportunity. However, on a very bearish market where everything is crashing down, like Bitcoin, for example, 50% in just 1 to 2 days, then yes, it doesn't seem like we necessarily have a buying opportunity. Let's see the daily frame on the RSI. You can see here, guys, we approach the 30. What we want to see now for BINANCE COIN is going upwards, okay, making a reversal trend, and not on the daily frame go even more downwards. Because right now, if I go to the daily frame on the MACD, we are very bearish. But the more the distance between the lines, remember, guys, the more the turning point, it can happen. We might have a bullish recross here. Just keep in mind that now we are bearish, but the more the distance they build, the higher the buying opportunity, because the higher it is for us to have a turning point. But now we are bearish according to the daily MACD, because now the blue line is beyond the signal line, and of course we have regained some distance as well. So for the commodity channel index, look how far beyond we are, guys. Look how far beyond is the daily frame from minus 100. We approached even minus 334. Usually when this occurs, guys, it is a great buying opportunity, and of course this means we are going upwards in the next days. But always remember that Bitcoin might crash some more, and we might eventually go there but have lower lows as well. So we need to keep an eye on. And of course, guys, for this area, this section, we have finished. Now we are going to Binance Coin against Bitcoin, a very important chart. You can see that in the 4-hour frame we don't outperform Bitcoin. Instead, the 20-day EMA has moved beyond the 50-day EMA, and the 200-day EMA is above the price. When this happens, guys, we might as well see some lower lows. But for now, if you look at the 4-hour frame and the commodity channel index, you can realize we are in an oversold situation. Therefore, we might even go higher. What we want to see for the 4-hour frame is to have higher lows. Eventually, if we break this resistance level, guys, and this resistance level for the commodity channel index, then we can look forward to have some higher highs, especially for the RSI as well. We need to see this pattern here, this bottom trend line going on for Binance against Bitcoin in the 4-hour frame, in order to say that we might outperform for the short term. But right now it looks bearish, guys, and of course we want to see we can now go upwards. We will hit the 0.0090 and 0.0096 around there. Let's see what we will do. But of course I will show you something here, Binance Coin against Bitcoin in the daily frame. And in the daily frame we haven't lost our position, because the 20-day EMA is still above the 50-day EMA, guys, and the commodity channel index is below minus 100, so far away from minus 100. Therefore, it is possible that we might see an upward situation coming for Binance Coin against Bitcoin in the 4-hour frame. We might expect this to happen, and therefore, if we don't see this bearish cross, we haven't lost anything yet. We haven't lost our position. It is the same I talked about Anchor, guys. From the time we haven't lost our position, we haven't lost anything yet. So right now, for the midterm, we are still looking fine, even though we had this big bearish candle that indicates that we might have more of a correction. This is a bearish candle you don't want to see, a very long bearish candle. Okay, so right now let's hope that everything will change and we are going to Binance against USDT. But first, on the price analysis, before I go here, I have to do something with Bitcoin. And what I've told in all of my videos, guys, is if I go to the weekly frame, to the top left of your screen on trading view, then and go here, I will show you something that I find personally very, very important, and I give high possibilities to be done. Okay, so right now on the December 2018, we had this low RSI below the 30 level, below the purple area. On the next bottom here, guys, we just saw a swing high on the November 2019 before we go to the next low, before we start this bull run. 9th March. Okay, after this, guys, after this low, I expect, because of this low here was higher 15% than the previous low, than the previous lowest of the time when we are in a bearish situation. Now I expect it to be 15% upwards. This means I expect the weekly RSI to stop like here. Eventually, what we might see before we do that is something like this, a swing high, because here, guys, you saw that we saw this pattern 25 November 2019. We might see this swing high before we go down again. So I think it is very, very possible to see this. It is very, very possible to see this before we go down, because look at the daily frame. In the daily frame, we approach below the 30 level. So when we go here, guys, we are in an oversold situation. Therefore, most of the times we are going upwards. What we want to see is to break now and having higher highs and higher lows for the daily frame. So if I go on the 4-hour frame, guys, and on the price analysis for Bitcoin, then you will realize that it is very, very possible here to approach new higher lows. For example, let's see a Fibonacci retracement. Okay, I will go, let's see, I will go for a more short-term Fibonacci retracement starting from here, ending up on this bottom right here, 19th May, and I started, guys, on about 10th May, where we had our highest 9th May, around there. So, very important resistance roles is the 44,000 USDT around there, and of course our Fibonacci retracement 48,000, 47 to 48,000 around this area, guys, around this area right here. Okay, so it is very, very important that we might go have a swing high and go there. What we need though is in the 4-hour frame, as you can see, the yellow line is playing the resistance line. So multiple times after they crossed, after we have the bearish cross in the 4-hour frame, we can see Bitcoin has a swing high then going down, swing high then going down, but it almost always finds resistance in the yellow line. So right now what we want to see in order to be certain that we are going upwards is making this a support level firstly, and then bouncing back between the Fibonacci retracement lines. For example, right now we need to hit and surpass the 41,000 USDT, then absolutely we can surpass the 47,000 USDT. That's what we need, that's where we need to go, guys. That's what we need to do. So according to all of this, because if swing high is very, very possible, Binance Coin might retest the 417, why not break above the 438? Okay, then it can retest the 0.5, which is the 481. So by the time we make the 438 USDT as support level, then we can bounce upwards. But if Bitcoin doesn't have the swing high and it goes all the way down, following this pattern here, following this 20-day EMA, then I suppose we might even go lower for Binance Coin, and this might not be our bottom line. But I have some support levels, some very important, guys, support levels from the history that we might be approaching. If we approach these levels, guys, 238, 222, I believe this area right here is a great buying opportunity, not a financial advice though, guys, great buying opportunity for the mid-long term. If we approach this area, yes, because right now, even if we do a swing high and go there, for example, then we won't be able to tell exactly that we will be going upwards. Okay, we might not be able that we will be going upwards soon, and of course, we will not be sure because we might do the swing high and then Bitcoin falls down and corrects even more, which will push the price downwards and into new lowers. But right now, there is a huge possibility that we are going to test some higher resistance levels first before we correct for Binance Coin. Therefore, this is my price analysis, this is my price prediction. If we make this swing high, if we can go above the 20-day EMA, you can check it out, you can do it by yourself, guys. Then I believe we will be testing some higher highs, some higher lows and higher highs, and therefore for Binance against USDT will be the same, guys. I believe that we will see a swing high before we see a swing low. Therefore, guys, firstly, let's see if Bitcoin can do something like this. Secondly, I think that this wasn't the bottom for the midterm because I think Bitcoin might correct even more. But always remember, Binance Coin, the midterm, stays strong against Bitcoin. If we don't see this cross, we haven't seen the Binance going down against Bitcoin, underperforming against Bitcoin for the 4-hour frame. Yes, it is because we have this bearish cross between the 50-day EMA and the 20-day EMA. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day wherever you are, and of course stay tuned for many more videos. Bye.